And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Saving Dinner Gala with your host, Leanne Ely.
Doesn't it just give you thrills and chills and spills? I don't know about you. It makes my eyes water every time. There's my girl June and Jocelyn. Tracy's in the house. I'm so glad you're here. It's day 2 of our gala. Who is having a really good time so far? I know I am, and our whole team is. We've been so hep for this for such a long time. Hi, Linda, one of our lovelies who won yesterday. Helen, Tanya, Carla, Terry, Darla, Jama, Sarah, Doris, Angie, Deborah, Mary Ann, Lynn, Jackie, Pamela. My word, I cannot keep up with everybody coming in. Hi, Debbie and Renee. So nice to see you all. Who did I miss? Did I miss you, Carla? I hope not. Helen is in the house. Kathy's in the house. Sharon is in the house. Andrea's in the house. Another big winner from yesterday. Marlena, another one. How about that? Are we having fun or what? And we got to see Lynn on camera yesterday, who blew us all away. Have you been watching these, by the way? You know, pinkies up. Susan was on camera too. Carol's here. Marianne's here. Lisa's here. Trisha's here. Yeah, I can't keep up on that anymore. But this is happening. It is on. The gala part 2 is here tonight, today and tonight. Tonight, again, we're going to do it on Crowdcast. If you were there last night, we had a blast. We played music, we chair danced, gave stuff away. And you know what we forgot to give away? We forgot to give away 2 prizes. So I have those extra prizes here that I'm going to be giving away today. How exciting is that? Anyway, we're really excited about this whole day because we have, again, 2 galas. And it was just so much fun. You can watch the replay from yesterday, and you can see it on Crowdcast as well. So remember, there's 2 different places to sign up. You don't have to sign up for this one. This is just your normal, right? But if you go to savingdinner.com/gala, that's how you can get in on tonight's action. You have to go to Crowdcast. We love Crowdcast because it gives us a lot of, shall we say, free reign to do what we want. It really was fun, wasn't it, Julie? I'm so glad you were there. Lots of new people coming in too that I haven't seen, or lots of people I haven't seen in a long time. So glad to see you. And Carla's absolutely right. We had fun and we had such great deals. I will let you know right now, we are doing a count. I told you yesterday about the Bio Omega oopsie that happened. Now it's going to be looking like, let me see. Oh boy, I can't find it. It's over there. It's going to be a regular 60 capsule bottle coming up. There was a big oopsie done by our manufacturer for over a year. They've been giving us 120 instead of 60 capsules. So we have some bottles left. If there are more, I will let you know and we will bonus those on. But we're going to keep going, okay? We're going to keep going. Marianne, I appreciate that. And she said, and such great information about the products. I did do that on purpose to give you, I felt like, wow, this is an opportunity really to have sort of a mini masterclass on each one of these supplements and why I specifically chose them and helped to formulate each one of them. Again, we changed our whole branding. We have rebranded. We are now, are you ready for this? I don't want to give away anything. Well, I showed you this from yesterday. We are now Full Bloom. Full Bloom. We went from Phenomenal Force to Full Bloom. Full Bloom's our big event. And how we see women is in full bloom or wanting to be in full bloom. That is how we define our vibrancy. It's not about the size of our jeans or the color of our lipstick. It's not about the things that we have. It's about the things that are inside. And these are supplements that are made for women by a woman. Hello. And that's why they're extraordinary and different. By the way, I will also tell you they're made right here in the United States in Ohio. Small batch manufacturer. They're made fresh every time. Now, this is something that most supplement companies cannot claim because ours are done in such small batches. The freshness is unparalleled. I don't know of another company that does that. There's a lot of companies out there, they do what's called white labeling. And what they do is they just have all this, generic like stuff on the shelves, and then the manufacturer slaps their label on it, and then boom, off they go to the races. That's it. And that's how it's done. That stuff could be sitting there on the shelf for a year or two. Ours is not. It is so fresh, and that's why that's potent, and that's why people get results with them. This is the real deal. So I love our new label, and again, I'm just going to share it with you. And it really, it is an emotional thing for us, all of us on our team, and it's about women helping other women. And if you can see right there on the label, it's inspired by Picasso's painting of a woman handing another woman a bouquet of flowers. And they're in full bloom, of course. And this is how we help one another within our community. That's what we're about. And that's what our supplements are about. And that's what our programs are about. It's about that helping and that being connected and that togetherness. So Lynn, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. She said, so appreciative of your caring so much on the quality. It is such a difference. Helen says, so happy to have found your supplements. We get testimonials all the time about what a difference our supplements have made. And that just makes my heart sing, because we put a lot of work into this, a lot of research into this, and we couldn't be more pleased with what we're offering. And the new label, Pamela, isn't it beautiful? Doesn't it make your heart sing? Pinkies up. If it's doing that for you like it does for us. It just really opens my heart and makes me so happy. It really is. Phenomenal Force is a great name, but it's also like, I feel like the force be with you and all of that. And, we were thinking about it way back when, the wind beneath my wings and the force and all of this other kind of stuff. But it's just really incredible how, when we understand the core of who we are and the core of what we're trying to accomplish and who we want to be and how we want to show up in this world, vibrant and loving our lives and happy to be in that bodysuit that we happen to own. That's a pinkies up thing. Darla says she was just telling my husband I have so much more clarity and energy. Right? Me too. Without my supplements, I just wouldn't have it. Susan said, my health is so much better because of these supplements. I've never felt better. I am so delighted about that. Susan, it's good to see you. Yes, we should keep the fiber mender named Phenomenal Force. You know what? You're right. Isn't it the truth? You should keep it like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so happy gala, ladies. We are going to really get into some stuff. I've got some excellent supplements that I'm offering for flash deals. Oh, let's get our little clock going here. Some flash deals for you that I'm so thrilled about, because they're some of our very most popular things. They are some of our most powerful things. Speaking of, maybe we should keep Fiber Mender's name Phenomenal Force, because Fiber Mender, there it is, happens to be our first supplement. Now, once upon a time, we had 4 fibers in there. We now have 5. Our deal this time is buy 2 and get 1 free. That's our Fiber Mender, which I believe is one of the best fibers on the planet, because it's not just one type of fiber, it's several different ones. And I'm going to explain to you how amazing these are. Go to savingdinner.com/fiber to get this deal. It's a great deal, by the way. Buy 2, get 1 free. Fantastic deal. Well, Lynn, there you go. Now you've got it. I'm going to go ahead and set the clock. You've got 15 minutes. When you go open up a new tab and go to savingdinner.com/fiber, and that's how you're going to get the deal. There's Vanessa. I was wondering where you were. Hi, Corliss. Oh, yes. So Sarah was saying that she loved my sneak peek. She had a sneak peek. This is may or may not be in the swag bag for those who are coming to Full Bloom in September. I'm just letting you know. I do like a good thing. All right, so let me just tell you really quickly about Fiber Mender because I'm delighted about this supplement. First of all, understand that fiber is a big time needle mover. If you're trying to improve your cholesterol, if you're trying to improve your weight, your digestion, and even your cancer profile of all things, because the number one killer for women is colon cancer, not breast cancer, colon cancer. And guess what moves the needle on that whole thing? It's fiber. We do not, 90% of women do not get enough fiber in their diet on the daily. They don't. We need at least 25 grams. That's on the skinny side. Really should be more like 35 grams. Well, guess what? 10 grams in one scoop. And again, if I had my wish for every single woman on this planet to just get this one concept, that would be to start your day off with a Target Trifecta smoothie every day. Because if you did that, you would set yourself up for success every time. Have you noticed that if you start poorly and you just kind of say, the chocolate chip pancakes at IHOP or whatever, maybe we'll just do that. The rest of the day is just gone. You're not going to correct from that. But if you start out with a smoothie that's like this, with the correct amount of fiber in it, by the way, not only do you feel full, not only do you feel satiated, not only do you feel like your cravings are under control, you are in control, and the rest of the day does not go south. That's my big thing. When I changed that habit into what I started my day with, except on Sundays, I told you I'm big on brunch, big time on brunch, right? But during the rest of the week, I am like a clock. It is always going to be a Target Trifecta smoothie. That's how it works. SavingDinner.com/fiber. Let me tell you about these fibers that are in this, okay? They are all, again, hand-selected. We used to once upon a time just do the glucomannan, which I still love. I think glucomannan is phenomenal. Glucomannan grows from being like this to 10 times the size that it is, or 100 times the size. So it swells and it really does provide amazing satiety. It also holds onto water. You know what that means? It's holding onto the water and it's also holding onto the toxins and taking them through your system. That includes the metabolic cleanup that happened the night before, which could be old cholesterol, some old toxins hanging around, some cleanup that was happening because of autophagy, all of this stuff. It's amazing what happens. But the real secret here is not just in the glucomannan, which, that comes from the konjac root. It's phenomenal. It's amazing stuff. I love it. But it also helps to stabilize sugar levels. And I'll tell you, as we get older, we need that. And let me tell you what else we need. We also need to make sure every single time that when we're taking in our fiber, that we're also taking in our water, that we're hydrating along as we go, okay? So critical, so important. Have you ever had a stuck garbage disposal? You know what happens if you stuff a bunch of stuff into the garbage disposal and you don't flip the switch and you don't turn on the water? In a couple of days, it's gonna stink. And so will you. That's your body right there. Maybe a little simplistic, but you get it. You get it. You get the whole visual, don't you? And the smell. This is what happens to us. We need high motility, which means that when we're done with eating our food and it's time to discard what's left, we want high motility. We want that stuff going through. Fiber does that. It does it in a number of ways. What does it when you've got the fiber that's going to absorb the toxins like you do with the glucomannan and the acacia gum that's in there. And then you've got flaxseed, inulin, and psyllium. Now, all of these, number one, are prebiotic. You get that? Prebiotic, that means it's feeding the troops. It's feeding the probiotics that are down there, fighting the battle over who's going to have dominance in your gut. And remember, your immune system lives in your gut. So there's a big fight going on, and you want a healthy gut. You have a healthy gut, your immune system is going to respond in kind. That's critical. So having this healthy gut, being able to have the fiber, the stuff that, what I'm talking about is the inulin, the flaxseed, and the psyllium. That's a different type of fiber. And it basically, the fibers and the roughage, if you will, that's what my mother used to call it, just kind of scrape the sides and make things go. And then you've got the psyllium, or rather the glucomannan and the acacia gum holding on. and then boom, I'm sorry, this making a big poop. Can I just say it? This is your poop project right here. And it makes all the difference in the world. The difference between being able to poop and not being able to poop are night and day. And if you've ever the only time I've ever had constipation in my life was pregnancy. And I will tell you, that was just absolute sheer misery. I couldn't imagine having that as a regular problem. When you are taking care of yourself like this and you care enough to consider putting more fiber into your diet via this fiber mender, and by the way, you can put a scoop. This is what Jenny does. Put a scoop into her scrambled eggs. The first time I did that, I was like, oh, this is a mistake. But it does scramble up eventually. It just takes a little bit longer. And what a good idea, because scrambled eggs will never have fiber in them unless you add it. You can add it like a little scoop to your soup. It's amazing. And I did a chia seed pudding today. I added a scoop of fiber mender when I broke my fast today. So I had the chia seeds and I had this, and I'm just feeling a chia seed floating up from, I brushed my teeth since, but somehow or another, you know how chia seeds are. But this is what fiber does for you. And woman to woman, one thing that I would always counsel any of my nutrition coaching clients that I've had in the past, and I don't do this anymore, right? I don't do this anymore. So I'm telling you, one-on-one is, if you and I were sitting together having a chat, how's your fiber? What does that look like? Are you getting enough fiber? And you know why? Because I don't want to see you be a victim to colon cancer. There's no need for that to happen. It is highly preventable from having polyps, highly preventable, all of this. Fiber is the name of the game. We get to put half of what our bodies need, almost half of what our bodies need, with one tiny scoop of fiber mender. It's really ridiculous. This is the best one we've ever had. This is fiber mender probably 5.0 if I were to put a number on it. And I finally said, when we rebranded, I said, Jenny, let's get rid of all the 2.0, 5.0s, whatever. What we need to do is just start fresh. We have pretty much all new formulations anyway. And this one is a brand new formulation. We've added the psyllium husk. Psyllium has been shown to help with weight loss. Did you know that? So has acacia. So has glucomannan. So has inulin. All of it. They work together. And it helps to provide your colon with what it needs in order to push things through. Again, think motility. And also, there's like a wave going through your body as you start to defecate, for lack of a better word. But, honestly, we have to talk about these things, because this is the reason why we're so toxic and backed up. We're not getting rid of this stuff. The only way that we can get rid of toxins is through our breath, through our sweat, and when we urinate and defecate, period. Otherwise, it lives in our fatty tissues. Well, I'm telling you, if we are doing things correctly, if we're understanding about hydration, if we're understanding about fiber and sleep, when all this healing happens, then things begin to happen and we get a new lease on life. We get to see our bodies clean up after themselves. You get to feel clean and whole and not have that bloated, awful feeling. Now, the other thing that I find so interesting, by the way, and know this, inulin is, by the way, is a prebiotic. Like I said, it's feeding the troops, the probiotics down there. But the other thing is it helps you with, by the way, to absorb your calcium. This is important. Calcium is difficult to absorb. This is why calcium and magnesium should be paired 1-to-1. Do you love that? This is huge. This is huge. And it makes all the difference in the world. This is your bone health we're talking about, because calcium in the bone is important. But being able to absorb that calcium, I mean, what's the point of taking calcium if it's not absorbable? Well, inulin's going to help you with that. It's also a fermentable fiber, which means that it's going to feed the good guys down there. This is the prebiotic kind of a thing. The other thing is that this acacia gum helps to lower bad cholesterol. How about that? And again, I tell you, as you are sleeping, your body is doing the repair work. This is why I get on your nerves, I'm sure, about going to bed earlier, like 10 to 12. 10 to 2 is prime time for cleanup and repair. Prime time. Your body knows the difference. It's not like it has to be 10 p.m. Pacific. It's just 10 p.m. Your body knows it's your circadian clock. And when you've got all this repair work going on, that means all those toxins are getting ready to get flushed out. And guess where they're going? If you've got fiber in there, if you're adequately hydrated, guess what you're going to be doing first thing in the morning? Taking out all that debris that needs to go out. I am so hyper about this. Marlena says, ordered. Any other ideas of what to take in? Oh, yeah. I mean, go with our Target Trifecta smoothie. Everything, all the things. This is the whole thing. Our bodies are in constant repair and rebuild mode. What you give your body for raw materials is critical. Absolutely critical. What you put on your skin, you're going to absorb and go into your bloodstream. So everything, our bodies are very wise. They know what to do with these things. If you give your body something that it does not recognize, then it's going to store that toxin in either your fatty tissues, your organs, or in your colon or wherever, and you're not going to necessarily be getting rid of them. So isn't it just so interesting how our bodies work? It is up to us to give the raw materials to our bodies so they can do the work. They have all the know-how on how to do it. Last night we were talking about, if you remember, we were talking about cancer and apoptosis and how that's cancer death. That's how we do that with different, what was I don't remember the exact one. I think it was the CLA, how CLA helps with that. But, I find this stuff to be so fascinating. And the other thing that's fascinating is PubMed is always doing new research. And it's adding to the equation, and it's adding to the wisdom that we collectively need. This is how we become empowered to make decisions about our bodies and not to just be under the thumb of some MD who thinks medical MD stands for medical deity. Don't you want to have control? Don't you want to have a say-so in your own health? You don't want to have to go to the doctor and say, I can't poop. You can take this into your own hands. If you do have an issue, by the way, add magnesium. Our CalMag is fabulous for this, by the way. Add magnesium to the equation. You can do a calm magnesium drink. You can do an Epsom salt bath. You can even, if you really are having a hard time, you can take some magnesium lotion and massage your belly, and it'll make all the difference in the world. But it's time for us to start. Can I just say this? It's time for us to start pooping. I want you to poop so that you look in the toilet. This is so gross, and I'm so sorry, but y'all have to hear this. I want you to look at it and go, yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. You should be. And it should look like you just dropped a snake in the toilet. It needs to coil around, and it needs to go down, and it needs to sink. Floaters are letting you know you don't have enough fiber in your diet. And little pellets are letting you know the very same thing. We need poop that makes us proud. Period. That's all. And when you're done, and boy, do you feel? You feel like, I always say, I feel like I lost 5 pounds. And you should feel like that. You should feel like that. That's what adds to you feeling great. Okay? Let's see where we are. We have 45 seconds left. If you're going to jump on this, it's time. Buy 2, get 1 free. We're talking about Fiber Mender. And the reason it's called Fiber Mender, it helps to mend your digestive tract. On the way out is just as important as on the way in. On the way in, this is when you get your nutrition. On the way out, this is when we do the cleanup. And if your cleanup is less than par, you feel less than par. This is how you get your energy back. Okay? Are you wanting to do that? Okay, Jayma's she's liking how I'm talking about poop. She's crying with laughter. Oh my goodness. Stacy, yes, you're just in time. Good job. And Jayma says she's proud of her poop. If you're proud of your poop, drop me a poop emoji. Who's ever said that to you? All right, clock. We just got that. That's it. The first one went, and we got a lot of Fiber Menders going out. So I'm hopeful that we have enough, and we will. I'm sure we will. If not, there might be. If you ordered late and we say sorry, you're on back order, we're still going to honor this price. But we have so much, right? We have a distribution center that's absolutely full to the brim. But we've also, you guys blew us away yesterday, and I know today's going to be the same thing. So what did you think of that? Fiber Mender is fabulous off the hook stuff, isn't it? I love it. There comes the poop emojis. Look at all of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you poopers. You're good poopers. Okay, so we also have today, we have all of you office supply geeks. We're just like going crazy because you didn't win the Post-its and pen bundle. Well, guess what? We've got another bundle. And we're going to draw that name right now for this hour, for this segment. And this big pile of these Post-its, you can use these for all kinds of things. Put them everywhere. Remind yourself. And I double dog dare you. If you've got stuff sitting there in your pantry and you're wanting to lose, let's say you want to lose 10 pounds. I have one of my coaching clients who did this. And she was saying, I still have 15 pounds to lose. So you know what I had her do? And she'd say, it's really hard. You should see what's in my pantry. She's got teenage boys and all of that. I get it. And so I had her take her Post-it notes. This is what I had her do exactly. I'm going to show you. This is my trick. Are you loving this? Write 15 like this. Take this and tape it onto the Doritos bag or whatever it is that's bothering her, with also with some tape on it as well, right? To remind her every time she opens that door, there's 15 pounds that she's trying to get rid of. And I promise you the Doritos will not help with that. So these are hot pink Post-its. And if you notice, they say full bloom on there. We're completely in full bloom. Do you love that? And who won? I don't see the winner yet, but I'm sure Amber is getting the winner. Anyone have an idea? Anybody? Anyone? Jenny? Amber? And the winner is Lisa Pasteri. Passateri. I like that. What a great name. Lisa, congratulations. I hope you love the Post-it notes and the pens. You know, at first I was thinking, oh, this is kind of a corny thing, but then again, I am kind of hooked on Post-its. They're so useful for anything, and we're delighted, also very delighted, so that you can start to get your game on with these Post-it notes. Let me also say, if you are wanting to win every segment, we have 3 segments in this hour. We have a different prize. The way that you get entered to win is simply by commenting in the comments. We have an app that pulls all the comments in, sorts it all, and when it's time, it pulls the name, and there you are. That's how we get our winner. We're doing this on the level. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about that, and I'm so excited about for all of you who ordered Fiber Mender. If you have not been on this supplement, you're going to be so pleasantly surprised. You're going to end up subscribing and saving. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to say it. You can use it in so many different ways. So many different ways. So that is our Fiber Mender. We also did I mention that we have 3 things that we're going to be giving away? One of the things that we're going to be giving away as well is, oh, where did it go? Oh, Leanne, what are we going to do with you? I had it right here. I swear to you I did. It's in my notes. It's right here. Oh, there they are. Is that it? I have tickets. Oh, I don't know what I did with them. Sorry. Well, they look just like this. It's event tickets. Half-ass doesn't get the full poop. Did I just say that? You sure did, June. And you're absolutely right. All right, so here's what I have to give away. And this is the next giveaway that we're going to give away right now. It's 1 virtual ticket to Full Bloom. Now, we are looking at those who have not, if you've already got a ticket to Full Bloom, obviously you're not going to win one. If you want to win a virtual ticket to Full Bloom, well, guess what? Now is your time to get that going. So let's go ahead and pick our winner of the virtual, this is a $97 value, by the way, of our virtual Full Bloom. Okay, that's happening on September 11th. And it really bothers me when I can't find what I had. Wonder what I did with that. Well, it's here somewhere. It doesn't matter. Oh, Marianne's saying, yes, please. She wants that. Linda wants it. Good luck to everyone. It is Jackie wants it too. It is an exciting thing. Here's the deal. Full Bloom is happening here in person in Brevard, North Carolina. And we've got a lot of ladies who are coming in out of town and flying in and carpooling and doing whatever it is that they're doing in order to get here. And we're so excited about it. So excited about it. But here's what you need to know. This is the big deal on this whole thing. We are having a Friday night VIP meet and greet, and everybody who's bought for the ticket to come to Full Bloom and be here in person has also done the VIP thing, which I was not expecting at all. So it's fabulous. You're going to get an insider's look of what's going on. We've hired a videographer. So you'll be able to take a sneak peek of the VIP thing. You'll be able to have the whole conference and see the testimonials and see the people gathering together and see some of your friends. So it's really going to be a special thing. And then probably we'll have some videos going for our Sunday brunch for those who care to stay for Sunday brunch. Isn't that so fun? Yay! Okay. Couldn't we give it away if we won and already had a ticket? No, we don't want to do that, Susan, because we don't want we don't want to do, we want to bless somebody who already hasn't had one. We discussed that. We thought about it for a long, long time. And I know that there are people, we've had a few people say, oh my gosh, I wish I could come. And it's just not in the cards this time. We know what that means. And that's why we want to make sure that it's available for those who already know our message, already are part of the, our Hot Melt Sprint group. Sue and I are staying for brunch. Yay, Nancy, I'm so glad. It's going to be so much fun. And by the way, we make a wicked good Bloody Mary. So just letting you know. So who won the first virtual ticket? We have 2 to give away. 2. Who won the first one? Let's take a look and see who that was. And I will, decline. No, go away. There it is. Okay. So the next one that we're going to be doing is, Barbara Alt. Congratulations. Thank you, Susan, for that, by the way. I really appreciate the fact that you're supportive of that decision, because we thought a long time on that. We thought a long time, and we're really delighted that Barbara Alt is now going to have a virtual ticket. Congratulations, Barbara. All right. We do have one more coming up, though. We do, and I'm excited about it. And if you have somebody you want to bring to Full Bloom or whatever, that's great. Listen, my heart would explode with happiness for that. For a lot of people who are coming to Full Bloom, they've been entrenched with our messaging and the way we do things, and they understand the Hot Melt Sprint. They understand the principles with which we live. They understand what it means to be vibrant. It's sort of like baptism, full on Baptist baptism, like full immersion. And you can bring them on in if this is somebody who you think would do well with that. But on the other hand, if it would just be overwhelming and the whole thing be like a bit much, then think twice about it and just get them to come to the sprint. Itchy. Good to see everybody. Yes. Isn't this so fun? What do you think about going to the next product, shall we? Because this one I am genuinely excited about. This, I'm going to tell you right now, this is a kit that we're giving away, right? It's called the Appetite Control Kit. And this is the Leptifix that comes with it. And it's the Crave Crusher that comes with it. Now, when you get this, you're also going to get the complete Hot Melt Whey. This is a digital product. It is everything that we have written using the Hot Melt Whey principles to help you out. It's an absolute incredible product. And you can't even get it on the website. You can't even get it on the website right now. But we have had people, buying this thing forever and ever, and excellent menus, recipes, shopping lists broken down into weeks, all kinds of ideas, all kinds of things that you can do. It is a fabulous, phenomenal product that worked really hard on. And a lot of the recipes were developed and created by my own daughter, Caroline, which, as you know, she's going to be moving here the end of August. And the recipes are just dynamite, stunningly good recipes. And if you know my daughter, I mean, she's just fanatical about detail. So that is, I'm very proud of this product, and it's something that we've kind of kept off the website for right now. But I'm going to let you know that it is something that you can hold, you can use piecemeal if you want to. You can just use it as a week. It could be something that you use in between your sprints. It's fantastic. This is how I would use it. I would take it, I would download it, and I would print the whole thing out and put it in a binder. That's how I would use it. That's how valuable it is, okay? It's got everything in it. It's got one thing after the other thing after the other thing. Everything. Smoothie recipes, dinner recipes, all the things. And also how to take dinner and create a different lunch with it the next day. So I love this product. It is phenomenal. And, I've kept it aside for a very good reason. But I've got to tell you, though, we want to hear one of my biggest disappointments. We don't sell this very much. We don't sell a lot of Crave Crusher and Leptofix. And you know why? It's probably because I have not educated you enough. I'm going to tell you right now, I would not go a day without taking my Leptofix and taking my Crave Crusher, because they are one of the biggest needle movers as far as cravings are concerned and correcting hunger hormones. This is the training wheels that you need on your bike, especially women who have been in the trenches and who know what it's like to get on that carousel of crazy and have the cravings take you down. This is what corrects this. Carla says she takes it every day. I'm proud of you, Carla, for that. Now, Leptofix, you're only supposed to take one. I've doubled down and been taking 2 now for 2 months, and I've seen it make a difference. There's nothing in it that's going to harm you, keep you up at night, give you an upset stomach, nothing. Just double down on it. This is just me giving you advice, woman to woman. This is what works. Nutritionist to woman. How's that, right? Now, the Crave Crusher, on the other hand, you take 4 of these. Do you know what they do? They hold your cravings at bay. They hold your cravings at bay all day long. Now, in an emergency, in a place, and L-glutamine was one of the things that we put out. L-glutamine is that fast. It is. And that's why I keep it in a little dish, put it right on my teeth, gums, tongue. Cuts off a craving like that. Well, Crave Crusher is sustained all day long. It's amazing. And this is something that we need. Now, there's vitamin C, B6, chromium, phenylalanine, tyrosine, and glutamine. They all work together, and the little 5-HTP. It all works together for good. This is one of the most effective supplements on the planet. When I worked with the formulator to put this whole thing together, this is what I said to him. I need all the things, because I know that there's some amino acids that work there. I know there's a couple of minerals that do this, blah, 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 blah. How do we put this together? And he was like, okay, well, we can formulate this, and this is what it'll do, blah, blah, blah. And then you add in the Leptofix. Here's what you have. Your leptin, which is your hunger hormone that helps you to stay in control, breaks as you start to lose fat, because it lives in your fat and it breaks. Isn't that terrible? And so have you noticed this? Like, you're starting to lose weight, maybe you're moving a little bit more, and you're like cleaned up your diet and you're thinking, oh man, I'm ravenous. What's up with that? That's your leptin. It's not working the way it needs to. It's a little bit out of control and needs a little bit of help. That's what Leptofix does. First thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Then during the day, you've got your ghrelin who's saying, hey, you, let's go eat something. What do you think? Remember the Bugs Bunny cartoons? And he's got the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other. Well, that devil is ghrelin. And it's always saying, hey, let's go eat. I know there's some Doritos in there. Remember speaking of Doritos, there's some Doritos in there. Let's go get them. I forgot to set the clock. You got 15 minutes. I forgot to set the clock. I'm telling you, this is a needle mover, because if you can get your hunger hormones under control. There's other ones, there's stretch receptors in your stomach and a few other things. But these are the main guys. These are the main characters. These are the stars of the show. If you can put ghrelin in his place and let leptin step in and do the work that leptin needs to do, I mean, you're halfway there. That's the physiological side of it. The psychological side, well, this is why you're in the hot melt sprint to begin with. This is why you hang out here at the Daily Dish. It is a mindset thing. But there's also physiology involved. We don't ignore one thing and just say, no, you just need to buck up. You just need better willpower. That is absolute crap. You know how I feel about that. I think willpower is absolutely overrated, and it's so 1975. What we're looking at instead is changing and having a supportive environment to help us and fixing our physiology along the way. If we know what we know, in 1975, we didn't know anything about hunger hormones. Understand that the science of nutrition is continually changing. There are things we just didn't know. In 1991, this is when they discovered an entire system in the body called the endocannabinoid system. They didn't even know it existed before my son was born. How is that even possible? Well, it just shows you how little we know and how much there is to learn. And this is the same as the science of nutrition. In 1993, when I became a nutritionist, do you know what? What I preached, I was like, eat the non-fat yogurt and whole grains and this, that, and watch it on the sugar. I was still watching it on the sugar, but do a natural sugar. I was all about that. And now you know me. And I'm like, nope, don't listen to any of that. This is where we need to go. Do you know why? Because now we understand the physiology of hunger hormones. Hormones are merely messengers for the body. That's all they do. They just tell your body what to do. And if you have a break or you have a miscommunication, you know what that feels like. You know what it feels like to have cravings. You know how it feels to be awful. You know how all of this feels. You know how all of this feels when it's not firing correctly. But when it's in order, then if you can master your physiology, you're going to have a lot easier time with your mindset. I know that is a fact. As a fact. So you have really, it says 12 minutes on the clock. I kind of goofed up. Go get this, right? You want your crave crusher and you want your Leptofix. You want to be taking these at the same time. Leptofix is always taken on an empty stomach. So it has an opportunity to go talk to your leptin and say, let's get busy. Let's work this thing out. All right. And then your crave crusher is going to take you all the way through your day. You take 4, and yes, you take them all at one time. I mean, when I was talking to Jason, he's our formulator, I was saying, oh man, Jason, 4, people are going to freak out. And he goes, look, you want it to be effective? And I said, right, I'm with you. And I'm not one of these people who says, hey, tell me how to do this. And I don't want to take a lot of supplements. I think that's so interesting. And yet we go to the doctor and, I've counseled women and coached women who are taking 18 to 20 pharmaceuticals daily, but we don't want to take too many supplements. I can't connect those. I just can't connect those because this is going to hide the symptom that's pharmaceutical. And this good supplement that I'm telling you about is going to help correct a problem. That's what it does. That's what it does. Pinky's up to you too, Arlene and Jocelyn and everybody else. Okay, well, you know what? Kimberly, open another tab, honey. I'm telling you how to do this. Open a tab. Tell Kimberly to open another tab and order. We'll help you. We'll help you, Kimberly. Kimberly, great. She's been with me forever. Love her. And if you see her last night, was she not sparkly and have on the razzle dazzle? Go to savingdinner.com/appetite to get this deal. You're going to want this, and you're not going to want this to go past you because this is a very powerful, very effective tool, especially if you're just starting out, especially if it always seems like this is the one thing that always seems to get you. Well, guess what? It doesn't have to be like that anymore. We can fix it. We can fix it. That's what Leptofix does. That's what Crave Crusher does. And, you know, everybody's mileage may vary, and it might take a minute for it to all come together for you. But I'm telling you, one day, this is how it worked for me. One day it was just like, oh, wow, I don't even want to go up and start rattling around in the cupboards. Not even hungry, but just craving, just thinking of just a little something. Well, it's about 2 o'clock and I'm tired, or it's 3 o'clock and I'm kind of tired. And you want to see my pretty eyes. Nancy says she wants to see my pretty eyes. Oh, I want to take my glasses off anyway. I'm totally sweaty. There it is. There you go. You get the whole sweaty thing. And I can't even tell you right now, I can't see a thing without them. Fix it with Leptifix. Vanessa knows, because I told everybody, I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks ago or whatever, try doubling up on your Leptifix if you don't feel things really happening for you. She did, and she said 100%, 100% different. So, take it from Vanessa. She knows. There it is. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Aw, Helen, thank you. You're so sweet. So that's what we have for where are we on that? We have 8 minutes left. Ha! And I just saw that Kimberly opened another tab. I'm telling you guys, open another tab and get ready. Just have it on a tab. And when you hear your supplement called, that's the thing that you need to do. Meanwhile, we have one more virtual ticket to let go of today. We have one more virtual ticket. While we're waiting, while you're all ordering, because I'm seeing that you're all ordering right now, go do it. Let's see who we can, who's going to go get another virtual ticket. Yeah, Catherine is also doing 2 times on the Leptifix. See, Vanessa, 2 work. My body felt different. Catherine says yes, 2 times. And I've always been very reticent on recommending, take all these supplements and double up and whatever. I'm always going to keep the minimum on these on here, always, because I'm going to follow the rules. But what I do at my home and what I recommend to my coaching clients, and I have just a few left, is completely different. Because if you want to see results, you want to see things happen, you get to play with it a little bit. Let's just say it that way. Our next grand winner is Cindy. Yay, Cindy. I think Cindy's coming. Isn't she going to be here personally? I think Cindy's going to be here in person. Well, we'll figure that out. If Cindy is we'll figure it out. I'm not going to worry about it. Congratulations, Cindy. I'm so glad you're here too. Yay. 2 together or 2 at different times for Leptifix. Do 2 together. First thing in the morning, empty stomach, Sharon. Yeah, absolutely. Isn't this fun? I'm having fun. All right, we have 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. Let me just tell you this. One more thing about the Leptifix and the Crave Crusher. You know what my goal is? Is to get you to the place where you don't need things like this. Well, I'm going to tell you how many years I've been doing this, how many times I've gotten myself off of sugar. Being addicted to sugar, in the form of chocolate and everything. I've shared my stories with you before. I've talked about how, the shards of the chocolate M&Ms would be cutting up the roof of my mouth, making me bleed, and I'd still be eating them, crying as I'm feeling just completely out of control. That's sugar addiction right there. That's sugar addiction. And I have not done it once. I have not done it twice. I've done it 3 times. 3 times to myself. Because apparently once wasn't enough, twice wasn't good enough either. 3 times was my charm though. And I recognize and see this, and I would probably be okay without these 2. But you know what? You know where I am right now at this portion of my life? I'm okay with taking supplements like this that I know do the trick. I want my physiology to constantly be in place and where it needs to be, because I'm always working on my mindset. I'm always going to be bringing that in. And this is exactly what it is. This is how you get to move the needle in your own life. And this is how you also get to stop playing with fire. Because we play with fire, don't we? We think We lose the weight and we think, a little bit of this or a little bit of that will be fine. It's not. And then we find out the hard way and we see the results of what happens on the scale. And then all of a sudden we're back on the carousel of crazy. And what has it ever done for us in our lives? What? Weight goes up, weight goes down, up and down and up and down, up and down. New weight loss guru, new supplement. You know, this one keeps you up for 3 nights in a row. Going to the doctor, getting shots, having weight loss surgery. This is the carousel of crazy. And you know what it is? We got to get our mindset straight and we got to put our physiology in order as well. That's why I talk about hunger hormones so much. That's foundational. If we can have our hunger hormones under control, we can take a breath and we can intellectually, analytically go through and say, okay, so this is what I need to do next. But you can't do it if you've constantly got the Bugs Bunny effect of having ghrelin and leptin sitting on your shoulders, and leptin's completely ineffectual, and ghrelin is just completely in control. Because you'll go into that pantry, you're going to see those Doritos, you're going to see your little 15 sticky note on there, and you're not going to care because your physiology is raging out of control. This allows for control. This allows you to be in control of what you're going to put in your pantry or take out. Is that a deal or what? We have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. All righty. And we gave away the other one, didn't we? Yes, we did. And you know what our big giveaway is? My hair is so frizzy. I'm so sorry, you guys. I can't seem to undo. There it is, finally. All right, I found it. Here we go. Virtual tickets. The big prize that you need to be on right now, you need to be all about with the big prize is a year's worth of Take Back Your Life journals. That means 4 journals. And the timing to and the training to go with it. That's what the big one is. So stay all the way to the end. You know what Tanya just said? She said she's done with the carousel. And she has posted in the Hot Melt Sprint group. And by the way, Tanya, I will keep saying this to you, how proud I am of you. She's staying with it. She did the Hot Melt 30, and that girl's on fire. She's on fire. And you know, Tanya, of all people, I know what she orders. I know what she's doing. I can see all of it. But I'm going to tell you, she lives in Canada. She pays that horrific shipping charge every single time. We have the things that we've gone through collectively together, I'm going to say, that's crazy town. Don't forget about that. That is super crazy. But you know what? She's stuck with it. She's lost over 100 pounds, and we are absolutely beyond measure proud of her. So Tanya, thank you so much for showing up. Oh, and you know what I forgot? I did the bundle of, what is it though? I thought it was the low carb book, isn't it? Yeah. Guess what else? Guess what else we're giving away? And we have 1 minute left for this deal. Another Saving Dinner the Low Carb Way. That's right. This is one of my most favorite books. We're giving this away to someone. Okay. Now I just told you what the whole year's worth of journals are going to be. That's the grand prize for this whole hour. But for this segment, it's the Low Carb Way book. So one of my favorite books that I've ever written. I wrote it with Marla in mind because Marla and I at the time were going through our low carb thing. And, you know, I told we did it with mini meals a day. Don't recommend that. That's one of the reasons why everybody's insulin's out of whack. This old nutrition news. That's why we updated it. But the recipes in here are phenomenal. They're really good recipes. So I would strongly recommend that you get it. Look at all of you. I'm here to the end, says Julie. Terry's got the book. She loves it. Carol loves her journals. That's so fabulous. Tanya said, Fiber is my newest supplement, and it's much needed. Can't wait to get it. Yeah, just keep up your hydration, and you'll be good. June's going, cookbook. She wants it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Cindy, I thought you were coming in person. She said, thanks, everyone. I was on another tab ordering, and I'm not able to attend in person, so this is truly a gift. And I'm delighted that you're going to be here. Okay, time is up on that one. And thank you so much, everyone for participating in that. Wasn't that fun? That was super fun. And who has won our Saving Dinner the Low Carb Way? Corliss says she's got the low carb book. Yes. Oh, Susan, look at that. This is brilliant what Susan Willett had to say. Did you see that? She says, I feel like I can buy these supplements to keep healthy, or I can pay for medicine, which would cost me more and have side effects that are bad for my health. Exactly. Amen, sister. Amen. Okay, Gisela, I'm going to tell you, this is how everybody who takes thyroid, do yourself a favor, put your thyroid pill on your nightstand and your water glass. And so first thing in the morning, when you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning and you have to go to the bathroom, that's when you take your thyroid. Then you go back to sleep. Then when you wake up, that's when you take your Leptofix, your SAMe, and have your coffee. And you don't have interference. Your thyroid's had all that time to do it all by itself. Thank you. Thank you, Joey. She said, my recipes are awesome. I appreciate that. There you go. Okay, wasn't that funny? Vanessa, you won the book. Vanessa, I'm going to personalize this book and send it to you. I'm so glad you won. Congratulations, our sweet Vanessa. We love her. All right, what did you think of that one? Wasn't that fun? Now, wait till you see the one that I've got coming up here, you guys. This is a good one. And this one, I know we're going to sell out of. I just know it. Yeah, everybody give congratulations. That is the best thyroid tip I can give you. Because you know why? I'm going to tell you right now today. I'm going to tell you right now, right where you are. If you have a thyroid issue, I know, and if you're over the age of 40 or even younger and had a bunch of kids or whatever, there's no way anybody just lays in bed till it's time to get up. You get up 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. You get up before it's supposed to be time to get up. So why not have everything just sitting right there? Right now, it's just a habit for me. And it has been the best thing, because otherwise it's been like, oh, I get up, I take my thyroid, and I'm looking at the clock, I want my coffee, I want to take my other stuff. Well, now I don't even have to worry about it. It's just a done deal. Good tip. You're right. That's fantastic. Vanessa's excited about it. Excuse me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Ruth loves the book. I'm delighted that you love the book. Anyway, so next up, and this is our last deal of this hour for this first part of the gala. And don't forget, again, are you coming tonight? Every gala is different. We have 4 sections of our gala, 4 sections. And what does that mean? That means that we do something different every single time. All different flash deals, all different everything, including different outfits. What razzle dazzle will you have on tonight? Well, I'm really gonna attempt. Good, Angie, be there tonight. Yeah. So go to savingdinner.com/gala. That's how you can make your reservation, because it's on Crowdcast. We get to do everything that we want to do. Music, chair dancing, bringing you gals on in all your razzly-dazzly specialness. It's going to be so much fun. Yay! Francesca's going to be there. Marlena's going to be there. Mary Ann, Lisa, Tracy says, Lord willing, I have glasses and no grandchildren. I hear you. Pamela too. Lisa, yay. Mary Ann, Ruth, so glad. Well, our last deal, and also the prize for this segment as well, is going to be another bag of our Body Clutter Wise Women's Tea decaf. It's fabulous, especially cold. And this is, you're going to just love this. You get 100 bags of tea in here. This is made especially for us. It's direct from the manufacturer. Again, back to that whole freshness, because everybody always says, well, that tea is really spectacular. That tea is completely different than any other Earl Grey tea I've ever had, because that's basically what it is. Well, the blend is different. We use green tea. We are using that because of the green tea has a component in it that helps with weight loss. It's been heavily studied. CCK is what it is. And it makes such a difference in weight loss. And I one time had a girlfriend of mine, and she said, you know, if I could, she was a nutritionist, and she said, if I could, I would have every woman on the planet drinking green tea every single day because it does have such an effect. Well, this is Earl Grey with green tea, black tea in it. This is a decaf, of course, and bergamot. And bergamot is like a citrus plant type of a thing. And the fragrance of it is just perfumey, really. And some people have said, well, it's kind of strong. And it's because it's so fresh. It is lovely. It is phenomenal. And that's what we're going to be giving away. Tea is wonderful too, by the way. It has lots of very medicinal things going on inside of it. It's so good. So that's going to be our giveaway. And for our, let me get it. We have our deal is, let me get my little clock so I don't mess it up. InflaCrusher. Isn't that fabulous? InflaCrusher. Starting now, buy two, get one free. Buy two, get one free. Now, I've spoken about InflaCrusher until I'm blue in the face, but I'm going to tell you, this is your rescue from taking all that over-the-counter garbage that is going to mess up your liver. There are 35,000 deaths a year from taking Tylenol. Did you know that? Tylenol. We think, you know, like in the EU, for example, in the EU, this stuff, you know, Tylenol is something you have to get from the pharmacy and on a prescription. Here, we're just taking it like it's nobody's business. And we're seeing the effects, 35,000 deaths a year from people overdosing on Tylenol. It destroys your liver. It destroys your liver. So I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do that. This is curcumin. That's what this is. It's bioavailable curcumin. Do you know what that means? It means that it doesn't just sit there in your stomach. It goes directly into your intestinal tract, which is where these things get absorbed. That's where it gets absorbed. That means that and it's also not curcumin that's sitting there in your spice drawer. This is pharmaceutical grade. So it is the best anti-inflammatory on the planet, natural anti-inflammatory on the planet. It's the most studied natural compound on the planet. If you go to PubMed, you're going to find study after study after study about curcumin. It's absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it's one of my very, very favorite things, and I love it. The other things that you need to look at is that it's 7 times more effective than, you know, your standard stuff on the shelf. This is one of the reasons why it is what it is. And it's exactly what you have. You haven't tried the tea yet. Lynn loves this product. Yeah, that's right. You use this. I know you do. This is absolutely amazing. InflaCrusher. I have Mark taking this because he's been playing pickleball. That's like a big thing now. And he hamstring, and he had a groin pull. He did, you know, he's done all kinds of things. This is what happens to you when you're in your 60s. You know, things start to happen. You think you're all that, and you find out, oh no, you're not. And but you know, in addition to some of the exercises that he's been doing, and I'm making him do beauty support and perfect paleo protein because that helps as well. But for the inflammation, InflaCrusher. And I have him taking 1 an hour, and he takes 2 when he goes to bed at night. It's gone. The pain is gone. So Lisa, when you take InflaCrusher is when you need it. Cindy said it helped with your broken shoulder. Isn't that amazing? For me, I sometimes get back pain, and you know, I've been doing a lot of exercise and upper body stuff, and I've been getting muscle pain and what have you. Incredible. I take it when I need it. I take it as I need it. I also just take one with my supplements because, listen, inflammation happens. We all get inflammation. It's chronic inflammation we have to worry about. Inflammation is your body's way of dealing with an injury or an infection or whatever. But yes, it is really effective. And that's why when we have it on sale, when we have any kind of a special deal going, especially if you can buy 2 and get 1 free, do you know, it's a $49 value. You're getting it absolutely free. Lynn says, I cannot take other pain meds for arthritis. This is the best. Wow, Lynn, that's really impressive. And this is exactly, I've had a lot of people who have arthritis who've told me the very same thing. It helps with pain. Lynn, it helps with pain. It just absolutely importantly helps with pain. And try it with your stroke pain. I mean, good grief. Wouldn't that be so much better than having all those scary pharmaceutical grade stuff, you know, that has warning labels on it under lock and key at the pharmacy? When we can find something that's in nature, that is created to help with inflammation, that has been researched thoroughly, shown to be very effective and safe to take, you can't take too much of this. I mean, you might get a little bit of a stomach ache, but I'm going to tell you what, this is the needle mover for inflammation. I have never seen anything quite so effective. I take it. Mark takes. I have everybody that I know taking it. Oh, you need infrastructure. Oh, you need this. You know, I hired a woman who's helping me get my office together, and she suffers from arthritis. And before she left, I was like, no, you need this. She texted me and said, oh my gosh, what a difference. I've been taking it all day long. You're right. So anyway, yeah. By the way, me getting somebody in to help with the office, that's me saying I don't know everything. Okay? I don't. I am not born organized, you know, as Marla would say, not born organized. And I have my limitations of what I can do. And so I'm going to let somebody else who knows how to do this, and that's their profession, help me out, because I want my office to look great. And that's why I want you to have InflaCrusher too, because I want you to feel great. You know, this is expertise right here for inflammation in a bottle. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? So grab it. And remember, if you're ordering every single one of our flash sales, because we have so many people who are ordering them all, I don't blame you. This is the way to stock up on your supplements. But if you're doing that, we are going to surprise and delight you with something special in your box. As much as we can, we're going to take all of your orders and put them together as much as we can. You are also only going to be paying for one shipping charge. We are going to give you all of your separate charges in the way of a store credit. I think I explained this really well yesterday. And that is that the reason that we do a store credit, because believe me, I don't need your $9.95. I would be happy to give it just back to you, is if we have all these hundreds of orders that we've had going through and we've got all these refunds happening, our merchant can come in and just shut us right down because we must be doing something squirrely. And do you know how long that can take to get reconciled? 6 months. I've seen it happen. So Marlena says she's ordering everything. Good for you, Marlena. That's smart. You know, that's how you get your stockpile. I do the same thing. When it's a deal, right? This is how we do it. So yes, we are going to surprise and we are going to delight you. We know who you are. We've already got you flagged. And we're watching you. And as you come in, we're going to surprise and delight you. And when you open that box, you're going to know there's just something very special just for you. And it might come in 1 or 2 boxes as well. So just stay aware. We have 7 minutes left for this deal. And I want you to get InflaCrusher. I want you to also understand that there is, I told you this is the most studied and researched compound. And it's been shown to be a really good antioxidant. And by the way, and you know, an antioxidant, think about this. I kind of explained this yesterday. An antioxidant helps your body to take out all those free radicals. It's the propellant. It's as if you covered your bicycle when the rain came, instead of just leaving it out to get pulverized and then turn into rust later. This is how we prevent the rust from happening in the first place. And it repels it. Isn't that so cool? I mean, I think that's really great. That's what it does. And it's effective, and it also works on the inflammation. The other thing that I wanted to tell you about is a couple of other things. This is what they're studying. And if you go to PubMed, you can see this for yourself, and you can see all the studies that they're doing, because they really are exciting. But this is what is being studied right now. with curcumin, especially the bioavailable that we have right here. Alzheimer's, autoimmune diseases, brain fog, cancer, candida, diabetes, gallbladder issues, insulin resistance, inflammatory gut issues, which, by the way, anybody with IBS, hello, this is going to make all the difference, because remember, it doesn't fall apart in your stomach, it falls apart in your gut. Can you imagine the soothing quality that's going on there? Fabulous. And it helps with weight loss resistance. This is exciting news. This is all brand new, because we understand that inflammation deals a hearty blow to being able to lose weight, don't we? This is why when somebody says, hey, I just lost, we see this all the time. I just lost 8 pounds, or I lost 7 pounds, but I know it's all water weight. What do you think water weight is? Water weight is inflammation. Your body makes it because it's inflamed. So that's a huge victory, especially if you've ever been to the doctor and had the doctor say, these are inflammatory markers, showing you on your blood test, your inflammatory markers. When you get rid of inflammation, those inflammatory markers are coming down. Do you get that? That's your body rebounding and getting back to its vibrant self, the way it's supposed to be, not full of chronic inflammation, not in pain. And just think about that for a minute. And I will tell you how many women have told me, my knees don't hurt anymore. My joints feel good. Now, it's a combination of things. Again, I'm always going to point you toward the thing that I know that works. You need to use your collagen. Your perfect paleo protein is there. That's going to really make a remarkable difference on your joint pain. It is, because we need collagen. 97% of us are deficient in it. We also need beauty support. Why? Beauty support helps us to create our own collagen. And then we need to hose down that inflammation. This is what InflaCrusher does. And I don't think there's, maybe there is another supplement on the planet that does as effective job. I don't know of it. If I did, I'd have it in my store. Because I know this, that when we can get rid of pain and we can start feeling good in our own bodysuits again, you know what happens? We start to reclaim and take back our lives. We start to feel vibrant again. We start to be a little bit more creative. Our mindset starts to shift. Our weight starts to shift. The way we feel about things start to shift. Have you noticed that? Marlena says that it helps with her fibromyalgia. I love it. Joey says, if I take a turmeric supplement, is it okay to take InflaCrusher? Ours is a turmeric supplement. So if you find your turmeric supplement to be working, great. If it's not working very well, go ahead and take it, right? Go ahead and get ours and take it, Joey, and see how that works. How about you send out the new beautiful labels that we can put them on our bottles? Susan, you're so funny. The fact that it helps with fibromyalgia is huge. I will tell you, my mother was racked with pain with fibromyalgia. And if I had known about this at the time, you know what I would have done? I would have flown a bottle to her as quickly as possible. I probably would have done a whole case and said, just take as much as you can. Yeah, good. Darla says, I love how the supplements do more than one thing instead of having extra side effects. Amen, sister. That's totally it. Your youngest daughter suffers from this too? Oh my gosh, yes, start her on this. Absolutely. Wow, chronic migraine tied to prostaglandins. Yep, definitely. Definite chronic migraine. Ow. Renee just ordered. Good for you, Renee. We have 2 minutes left. I want you to get this deal. Listen, pain and any kind of pain stops our vibrancy. It stops us in our path. It stops us from creating the kind of life that we want to live, because all we want to do at that point is get rid of the pain. It's just that simple. And even when there's something going on and we're not quite sure what it is, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about maybe you're a little bit bloated. Maybe you have a sensitive stomach. Maybe you have IBS. Well, hello, try InflaCrusher. Again, this vast research that has been done on this one compound is incredible. And it's shown to make a marked difference. It's shown to really do that kind of work. So when you get this, If you're gonna be buying 2, get 1 free. This is what I want you to do, okay? I want you to use it in your morning supplements, and then I want you to use it as needed. You get a headache, take InflaCrusher first. You've got some joint pain or whatever, take InflaCrusher. And if one doesn't work, then give it a minute, take another, and watch what happens. And I have seen this over and over again. I mean, you might be, peeing dark yellow for a long time because of the InflaCrusher, but who cares, right? You're not messing up your body with something that kills 35,000 people every year. We don't want to be a part of that. We are trying to be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. It makes such a difference. Debbie takes InflaCrusher every day. It works really fast, Debbie. I would say it probably takes about 20 minutes. But again, what you do is you kind of, you can't take too much of this. I mean, taking too much of it, the only thing that's going to happen is you might get an upset stomach. So what I would do is just take one and then take another if in 20 minutes, if you're not feeling anything, if you're trying to deal with a headache or trying to deal with something else. But for me, with muscle pain from working out, that's it right there, you guys. From pain from working out, you know what I do? I just take one, and usually that's it. That's all I really need. It's just the pain of working out, try to lift my arms or something. So anyway, it's great. Lisa, I'm so glad you ordered. Fabulous. All right. So this is the way that, and I was going to say, those of you who have ordered, do this for me. Put one in with your regular supplements, throw another one in your purse, just in case you need it. Because this is what I found. If you can get on top of your pain much faster than allowing it to develop, you'll really see the efficacy of this. It makes a big, big difference. All right. So I think I got to make sure I've got this right. And help me if I'm wrong, Jenny. We're going to give away the tea, and we're also going to give away the 4 journals. Is that exciting or what? All right. First of all, the tea winner is who we're looking for. You like it? Where's our tea winner? All right, we're going to do that right now and take care of that. T. They're doing it right now. They take all of your names, put it into this app, and boom, there it is. Lynn Fry, you just won our tea. Look at that. Ha-ha. So exciting. I'm so glad you're going to get this. You're going to love this, Lynn. That is fabulous. Did you see Lynn last night? Razzle dazzle, baby. And she's all going to give us tips on how to look fabulous in our 70s. She really, girlfriend had it going on, didn't she? All right. And we have one more winner. Can you believe all these fun things that we have? Gosh, we have one more winner, and that is our winner of the Take Back Your Life journals. Now remember, 4 journals for the entire year. And I'm not going to give you this big, long, blah, 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 blah. This is why you need the journal. But let me just suffice it to say that the journal takes your goals, drills them down to 12 weeks, and then helps you to create from your there's homework that you need to do just so that just stir the pot and get the creativity going. And then what it does is it helps you to see what it is that you want in your life. Where do you want to connect with, relationship wise? Where do you want to be? How do you want your body to feel? Where do you want to go with that? I mean, put a number on it if you want, but this is the whole idea behind it as well. And then intellectually, spiritually, emotionally, what do you want? And when we do this and then turn around and create just 3 goals out of all these things and using I am statements, that makes it intentional and it creates a goal, and we're writing it down every day, and we're using this journal, which comes complete with training, big things start to happen. This is how we move the needle. I'm telling you, this is how we move the needle. So 4 journals. Who is this going to go to? Yay. Anyone? Let's see. Okay, well, let's wait to see on who that is. So we're going to get the Take Back Your Life journal. So there's 4. Oh, Ruth, look at you. How exciting is that? Now, do you go by Chris or do you go by Ruth? I don't even know Chris or Ruth, but I mean, she's been with me for many years. Susan said she loves her journals and have made her journey easier and helps you to stay up with the process. There's a whole psychology. Remember, we talk about physiology and psychology, and those two things need to be married in order for it to really click and connect and get in together. And here's how this whole thing works. It helps you because every single day you're writing it down, and every single day that you're writing it down, you're seeing for yourself and you're setting yourself up. This is what I'm going to do, because you're writing it in an I am statement. Oh yes, you go by Chris. Okay, Chris, I'm so delighted. I am so delighted that you got this, and I can't wait to support you on this journey. And isn't this fabulous? Isn't this fabulous? Congratulations. And congratulations to all of our prize winners. I'm so delighted that you came by and you're part of this gala, that you got all the prizes that you did, and all of you who participated. Listen, if you're taking part of all of our flash deals, we are going to delight and surprise you with something fun in your box. Just take a look at it. Lynn said these journals are the best I've seen over the years. Well, thank you. We've worked hard on them, and of course our Amber put this together so beautifully. And you know what? It's been an act of love on our part to put this together. What are tools that would work for us? What works? And what we're seeing is things that work. These journals are definitely it. And we're setting you up for a whole year, Chris. So I hope you enjoy them. Tonight, we're going to do it again. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern on Crowdcast. Go to savingdinner.com/gala to get your seat. Unlike Facebook, you can't just show up. You've got to go get a seat ahead of time. So just a heads up so that you've got that. Thank you so much for being a part of my life and for showing up and being a part of all these wonderful flash sales that we've had for our gala. And don't forget tonight, razzle dazzle, baby. Put it all on, because we're going all the way. Pinkies up if you're going to be there tonight. Thanks so much again for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you did too. Peace be with you.